Scorpio, how you doing? So this is for May. How you been, Scorpio? This is your May 2021 tarot reading, okay, and also your past. But I'm trying to get the grips of what it is because I also do some channel messages, obviously, for people at the beginning of each reading. And all I can hear is that it's not what you know, it's who you know. It's like Hugo or a Cancerian or something to do with a car. And it's not about what you know, it's who you know. It's a bit like, look, you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. It's not that I'm very good at something, it's about that it's trying to find somebody, like, you know, when you try to find a car mechanic or something like that, right? And like, it's always good to have somebody there that knows what they're doing. So it's kind of like trying to get in with a company or with a person because you know that they're a very good, creditable company. Or it's like, me, I always say this about car mechanics and things like that. You really could be dealing with a Cancerian or a car for a lot of you, right? Or a company. But we'll kind of get there. Something to do with Libra. Something to do around Libra, okay? But it's always about where do I belong and where do I fit in, okay? Now, I always say that a car mechanic is always a good person to have that's reliable because it's about trust for a lot of it. And do I trust? So something about your trust fund, where to invest your money, and where to invest your time is really your messages here. Time and space, also something to do around music, maybe something to do with like I do Ableton and all those kind of things. Time and space is really a company that I think you also had Fracture, something to do around Ableton as well. But a fracture, a fraction, like this is just a fraction. The name Franny, Fran, or Francine. But this is just a blip. They keep saying that this is just a beep. What? It's just a beeping, like beep, 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 something that's beeping. Now, is this in your car or something that is physically, I don't know, because all I keep hearing it's something about the beep, like the beep, 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 like an alarm or something that keeps beeping. Beep, 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 the name B. Okay, anybody that begins with B or they go by a name of where they just call themselves B. Okay. But I'm also hearing just let it be, just let it be, just let it be, just do it, just get it done. So there is something around you that keeps beeping. And I don't know what this is or what that beeping is going to relate to you, whether it be a car alarm or alarm. I don't know. Hopefully nobody gets broke into because I'm hearing like a beep. Beep 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 beep, and I don't know what that is. Like a warning sign, not like a spiritual warning sign, but just like a physical beep where something starts flashing up now, burp, 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 like lights start flashing or something on your car, or I don't know, even on like say an email, and you get it and it goes burp burp burp. No, you have just hopefully you've got nothing to do with around Libra where that was to do with around scammers. And this is to do with around like emails and things like that where they flash up and they go, okay, this is a warning, okay, you're getting a final warning. So I don't know if there is like a warning light. They keep saying a warning light. That means on your car. A warning light on your car? Or like a warning, I don't know if this is for sure, whether this be like an email that comes up and say it says, like if you've got protection on your computer and it's like a VAST or whatnot. And I went through this with Libra, to be honest. Where it flashes up like that and it says, okay, this is a warning, do not click, blah, 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 warning, warning, warning. But I'm also hearing like you're getting your final warning. So I don't know if you've been having like a lot of difficulties around like work and things like this and there's a final warning there, right? Because this is like 3 strikes and you're out. So I don't know if any of you out there have committed crimes or anything like that and you're on your second warning and then if you get one more, 3rd strike, you're out. You could be dealing with a Pisces maybe. There could be a metaphysical thing here where it's like, look, I am not doing this again. I'm not going around this same fucking thing again that I've been doing again and again and again and again. Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine, John, all those names. But yeah, like, I'm not going to do this again, Jen. I'm not doing this again, Jen, with my N-Gen. Something to do with around a Cancerian, an Aquarian, and Sagittarian. Right, but I'm not doing this again, Jen. I am not going to go over this again, Jen. I am not doing this again, Jen. I am not going to go over it about this car. I am not going to keep talking about this car. Or, if your car is broken, getting it fixed. Right? But I'm also hearing, look, I need to get fixed. Oh, okay, there might be an addict here. Asphyxiation? What? Libra had this energy here of around suicide. That was a message, not through the card. I don't know what that was for. Scorpio. Something around asphyxiation, or I need my fix, which is a drug addict, a heroin addict. And I need my fix. Okay. I need to get fixed up. I'm getting everything mixed up around mixing and mastering, or Sagittarius. And I'm getting everything mixed. And I'm getting mixed emotions. See, Libra, they had the Queen of Cups. You have to watch the extended, but it's the Queen of Cups and the Five of Cups. And I'm getting things mixed up. And I was saying to people, there was a lot of fear that was in there with people that didn't really know anything. Like, they didn't know. Like, new people that have just found channels. And that, like, they haven't met my way of, like, teaching and doing stuff or whatever it is. Right? And, like, I'm getting things mixed up. Like, there's things that I don't know that I think is happening, but it isn't. Like, okay, I need to ask a question of, like, is my partner cheating? I don't know, and I haven't found that out. I just think that they are, but I really don't know. Those kind of things, right? Very important to keep your mind intact. So when it comes to like spiritual stuff and me channeling messages, you kind of have to know these questions first before they really fit. Because some people on my channel, they're trying to make everything fit just because I'm saying Scorpio. They're really trying to make everything in their life fit. Like, every message has to fit because you're saying Scorpio. No. There's something here around mixing and mastering and music, and I'm trying to get it right. Okay, I'm trying to perfect my art and perform my life, my life's work, my life's career. This is my life. This is what I do. This is like a red book of Michael Aspel, where he used to say, "This is your life," right? And it's like a red book. So something in your life might be red. It's funny. Hold on a second, Scorpio. It's just made me think. Okay, so I have a red book. Funnily enough, I have a red book. This was actually presented to me by my mother. I don't know what this message is going or where it's going, Scorpio, but this was actually presented to me by my mother. And I never knew what my time of birth was. I could never figure it out. So I don't know if any of you out there are like Chinese. Because apparently Chinese people, they do not give dates of births to when they were born, because they do not agree with like tarot card readings and astrology. So they don't want a person knowing too much about their future, so they refuse to give them their date of birth. And it's something like this of a message that may be here. Now, in this specific red book, this was actually given to me by my mother from her mother. Before she passed, she had possession of this, and my grandmother, my nan, actually wrote down my time of birth of what that was. Okay, so I knew that, because I'd got it mixed up, that I thought that I was... This really could relate to a lot of you that are trying to find out your sun, moon, rising, Venus and Jupiter. Normally when I talk, I'm channeling as well, right? But yeah, I found out what my time of birth was, and that actually told me that I thought my placements were something, but they wasn't. They are actually something completely different. So you might be studying things like astrology and times and all this kind of stuff, right? Okay, because I found out a hell of a lot about mine by contacting an actual astrologer. Okay, yeah, because I had things about where this comes from, and it's just a trine of water, and it's within every placement and planets that are all in it. Jupiter in the Neptune, first house, that's a big one also. Scorpio 12th, Scorpio rising, Scorpio north node, Pisces sun. Cancer 4th, Pisces 4th, Cancer 8th, you know, it's just, and then planets that are pushed in there. So things like that, right? Because I'm hearing like, you're more than a number in my little black book, or red book. Something to do with red book, or red flag, like a warning sign of a red flag, or being warned, like you've been warned. I mean, is this like, I went through this before around copyright, about copyright and about music. I create my own music. So whatever you hear on my channel, if it's music, it's created by myself. It's my own music, right? So, I mean, I don't do that anymore where I do the intros and outros and stuff. I just put out Angel Radio, which I do for Angel Radio. On this channel or another one, you can find a link below. But, like, copyright, okay? So I don't know if that's relating to any of you of a message of copyright material music, claiming rights and owns. But, I mean, if you have channels and you put on... This came up for you guys before. it was around like even in the background, you know, if you've got music on that isn't related to your own and you put the radio on and stuff like that, then it is literally just not your music. It's you'll get copyright flagged. Okay. Also, something to do with radio station. You might even be Steve that has Scorpio rising, Angel Radio. Also hearing Ray, the name Reagan. You could have something to do with Patty Mayo, but like Reagan, that's a bondsman. So you could have something to do with big energy around a Cancerian for a lot of you, or a 7. Yeah, but something to do with Reagan. Here, something to do with around like a red flag though. Red flag warning. Red Riding Hood. Something to do with around the pussies. Something to do around a Leo. For a lot of you could be dealing with a Leo. A little Red Riding Hood. Okay. Someone could be Ginger. Hood. Boys in the Hood. I keep hearing like Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood. Boisiana. Louisiana or Boise. Someone from Boise. The name Boise or Boise, or like from Boise, Idaho. Is it Boise, Idaho? I don't know. Boise, but like Boise. Boyd also. The name Boyd. Someone also that you're trying to avoid in your life. Something that you know that you have to get done. It might be even things like your putchy stirred done. There you are. Something to do with around like you might be trying to get something done and you know you need to get it done, like your car fixed or valeted or something of this like boop 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 boop, and you're putting it off, but you know that you've got to get it done and so on and so forth, and it's something around like tidying up all these like flashing lights, something to do with around that, or like lights, show, action, like action, Jacksonville. There you are, Putchy, you're definitely here. Something to do with Jackie or Jackson. Someone that you know called Jackie, okay, or Jack, okay, or Jake also, Jake or Jack. What else have you got, Scorpio, that I can see for you at the moment? If you haven't met this channel before, we look into some channel messages and then we go into the actual tarot reading itself. Big movie. I keep hearing a big move, like I'm just about to take a big move. Like a move on a company, or you're moving, physically going to pack up and move. Like I'm looking to move. I'm looking to move position, like a bit like an opposition of a chess game. And I'm looking for an opposition. I'm looking for someone to propose. Oh, okay. Somebody's looking for a person to propose marriage here. Okay, propose. I'm hearing Papunzel also. Papunzel. Pisces. Something to do with Pisces. Okay, Pisces or Putchy. There you are again. Jen, Julia, Jason, Justin, Jasmine. Yeah. What else have you got? Sorry, Scorpio. I'm finding it difficult to actually tap into your energy at the moment to see what you've got coming up that's very important. Well, the main messages is what I will normally stick with, which is something to do with around this light. And like buying like lights, physical buying lights, or like sort of like dry your eyes, mate. Something like blinding lights. Blinded by the light. Blinded by the light. Something around lights, like headlights, Cancerian, or just headlights, or like a headlamp, or a bedside lamp. Scorpio. What have they got coming up for May? Lights. They just keep saying something about lights. Like bling, 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 bling. Bling, bling. Like, I don't know, is anybody buying a new piece of jewellery? Well, I suppose the main message here, I was going to say jewellery. Jewellery. Okay, jewellery. Something to do with around a court case that a lot of you might have coming up. I was going to say jewellery. But I'm hearing jury, the judge and the jury. You might have to go up to court for something. Like I said, if there's anybody here that's been caught doing something illegal, they might be called up to go to jury service. Here, I'm hearing jury service. Or during the war, but like jury. Because I am hearing like 1 strike, 2 strike, 3 strikes and you're out. and I'm now having to go to. This might be, like I said, like a bondsman or someone that's out on bond or out on prison. Like Libra had that huge, and somebody. I mean, these could be messages of people that you know, and they just get let out on prison, right? And it might be involving like someone's ex or someone that you had a lot of beef with before, and you get word via viral, something that goes viral, or like a virus, or V, the name V, Vanessa or something like that, V. But somebody gets let out of prison because I'm hearing like 1 strike, 2 strikes, 3 strikes, you're out, and a warning sign, like this person's just been let out. Because it's involving judge and jury, like the jury service. So like this might be also like bond and bail, and I have to go up to see the I don't know what you call it in different countries because I've never been in trouble with the police, but you know when you have to go and see your bondsman, is it called bondsman? Normally here it's called bail, you get let out on bail, okay, but you have to go and see your bondsman, and it's to do with around like a tag or good behaviour, being let out on good behaviour, okay. Now, if this isn't you, and you know of someone, then look out for these messages, because there will be things that fucking, believe you me, trust me, when I've said a lot of these things, I've witnessed it through the weeks and the months, and like, fuck, that's what that was, right? Somebody that gets let out of prison, they're out on bond or bail. Someone might be trying to avoid this person, like trying to avoid them and not run into them. Because I'm hearing, look, the last thing I want to do is bump into this person on the street. Because that's where the streets come from. Dry your eyes, mate. So the street, and the last thing that I want to do is bump into you on the street. So it's kind of like someone that you know from the past that gets let out on prison, and you still live in the same area, but you do not want to bump into this person on the streets. Right, on the streets. And that's where dry your eyes, mate. You'll just have to know my spirit so they work. It's reading the Akashic records, okay? But they're saying that dry your eyes, mate. Pick yourself up. There is someone here that is trying, though, that's just got out of prison, that's trying to find somebody. Like, I'm trying to find someone. Because I'm hearing like a speeding fine, and it's involving a Cancerian, and it's involving I'm trying to find my mates, like I'm trying to find them, or I'm trying to find my kids, or I'm trying to find out where they live now, like, because it's kind of like someone's just got out of prison, right, and this person's kind of like doesn't know what life is been going on, like what's been going on in life, and where do people live, and all these kind of things, right? So I'm hearing like where do you live? Or the name Livy, or from Libya, or from Libyan, or Lithuania, right? But I'm hearing, so where do you live now then? Like, because I'm trying to find you, like I'm trying to find out where you live. Because it's kind of like that you may not have seen someone for a long time, but it could even be, like I said, it could be a message here that's related to someone that's like really suffering from, from like someone that is getting out of prison. And it's like a person gets out and they try to find, because you could even be like trying to find your son or daughter or something like that is what I'm hearing. And I don't want to bump into you on the street because this person's probably just got out, and then they realise that they realise that when they are back out into society, that life itself has changed, and that everybody's kind of like in partnerships, they're with somebody else, or you know, they've got a new boyfriend or girlfriend, they've moved on with their life, they've kind of forgot about the person that was in prison, and then the person that's in prison gets back out on bail, and then they themselves then start questioning what has changed within this dynamic of while I've been away, right? So I'm picking up an energy of a person here that's asking a question within themselves, of a message I can hear from their head, is Where is everybody now? I've kind of been away. What's everybody up to? Where is so and so? Where is this person? Where's that person? Where where are they at? Where's my kid? Where's my child? That's definitely what I'm hearing for you, Scorpio. Well, that's me just, if you've not met this channel before, that is me putting the Akashic records together for you. Eventually they come in, slowly as I start to channel, they come in and then we fit all the pieces together and like, ah. So there is something here for you that is around somebody getting out, right? Somebody getting out and somebody needing to find their child or something like that, of trying to find out about somebody here. Right now, I don't know if you've had beef with anybody in the past. It might even just be someone that you meet along your way here that you haven't seen in quite some time. But that energy is there. Also a message around your headlights or a lamp or like a boom, 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 boom. Now, I don't know if this is a warning, red flag warning, or just like a physical warning that you get something taken down. Like copyright or something gets taken down. Or like it's a headlight and there's, because I just keep hearing the blinking of lights, like blink, 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 flashing lights, blinking lights. It might even be involving an actual Cancerian. This red book actually could actually be what someone has of someone's address. They have a name and address. Well, actually, this is a name and address book, believe it or not. 1976. That's an old book. But like, yeah, like I've got an address book. I have an address book and it's got people's addresses in it, but is that where they really live anymore? It's kind of like I've got a book to go off and I've got like names and addresses, but is everybody moved? Is everybody gone? Do you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to find somebody, my son or my daughter or a person, but I've got a red book with all of this stuff in it, but it might be all the way back from 1976. It might be. Well, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like an old book. And it's an old book with like dates and stuff in it, but it might not be the right address where the person lives still. Like you might be trying to find somebody and the book that you have is an old book and it doesn't really have like the right names and addresses in it. Right here. So there you go. That might even relate to some of you that don't know your physical time of date of birth, right? Because you've got to know your time specifically. And to get it right, you're going to have to know your time definitely within an hour to know what your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter is. You will have to know what your time of birth is. It's you don't have to have that to find it out, but for it to be accurate, I can never say that. For it to be precise, okay, you're really going to have to know what your time is. Okay. So let's see. You can't go off like, well, I think, I thought that I was born at a certain time and I was 4 hours out. Right? So it changed everything. So let's see, what's been going on with Scorpio? What has been going on with Scorpio? What has been going on with Scorpio? Sorry if I look over here, but a lot of you know I have to make sure that light is still on. I want to talk and do all of this for nothing. And the audio is not picking up. Let's see. Scorpio. What's been going on with Scorpio? Scorpio. Someone has Scorpio in their chart. I have Scorpio. Well, maybe, I do also, but like, yeah, Scorpio. But anyway, Ace of Wands. So, yeah. Fire sign, you could be seeing an Aries, Leo or Sagittarius. You've been having sex, your sex life is good. If not, you've been masturbating. But you're probably having a debate with somebody, but the debate or bait that you might have might be a fish, which is a Pisces. That could well be up in your life and up in your energy and just shoved it up something. Let's hope that wasn't cocaine that got shoved up someone's nose. But whatever it was, it went up a hole. And it could have been the wrong hole, but it might have been the right one, if you know what I'm saying. Which hole did you go up? It could have been the chocolate hole. Someone could have been shoving it up someone's chocolate hole. Who knows? Sorry, I haven't got a filter. Again. Astrology, Aquarius, 3rd house. My throat, my voice. Don't have a filter, brother. Just speak. Half the time I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Anyway, well, I know what I'm saying, I just don't have a filter. Something to do with your car filter. Car filter. Carter? Her name Carter. Stephanie? Stephanie Carter. Let's see. Scorpio. What's been going on with Scorpio? Scorpio. Four of Swords. Scorpio. There you are. Putting someone to rest. Now, I did pick this up and I really didn't want to really flick on it. I predicted this person where I said Drop Dead Fred and the actual film itself, and I've been saying it for months. I sometimes have visions in my head of people physically passing. Like Prince Philip was a Capricorn rising. That's why I did a Prince Philip 21 gun salute in the Capricorn reading. Ended up being that Prince Philip was an actual Capricorn rising. Through those times, I picked up Right Said Fred, which is I'm too sexy for my shirt. Right, but also Drop Dead Fred or Drop Dead Ted, dead in a bed. Okay. This could be a funeral that somebody goes to of somebody called Fred. Okay, that was a person that came up on my Facebook that I known that actually died. And he was the same age as me. Okay, I don't want to go too much into detail, but I did hear that and I didn't really channel it. I just heard it. But you might go to a wake here. Somebody's funeral. Also hearing Jim, James, Justin, I'm not saying these people, right, just because I'm hearing Jim Morrison, right, funeral pyre, your love's lifting me higher. Anyway, just generally, you've been taking a break, having sex, having a break, have a fag, have a break, have a Kit Kat, go back at it again, right, the pussies. Let's see, Scorpio, what's been going on with Scorpio? Four of Cups, bored to shitless, 4 and 4. I've been acting like a Scorpio. I've been acting out. Really? What's your problem? Dunno. Not your problem. My problem is my own. I'll keep it to myself. Like I said, this doesn't have to be a love life. It can be your life in general. If you've really been struggling with a person to keep forcing their way into your life, you've been forcing their way out. As you come in, I go out. As I walk in the kitchen, I walk upstairs. As you walk down the stairs, I walk out the kitchen and into the other room to avoid you, because I do not get on. You keep forcing yourself into my life and I don't like it. As a Scorpio, they don't like harassment. I'm also hearing sexual harassment, and I don't know why I'm hearing that. Sexual harassment. I am a Scorpio rising and that has got no message for me. Right? So like I said, don't make them all fit. There's something around sexual harassment is also what I'm hearing. Somebody that could have been or was up on charges for, well, it was harassing somebody, right? So if someone was like physically or mentally harassed or abused in any way, beaten up or anything like that, I'm picking up that there was an air of harassment here of someone, well, I don't know why I keep picking up on terror. Terror. All right? No. But something to do with terrorizing someone. Being terrorized, like interrogated. That's it. I keep hearing interrogated. This is the Spanish Inquisition. But like, Jesus Christ, stop asking me questions. It's like one after the other. You're asking me personal questions now. It's like one after the other after the other. You're getting a bit too personal. Yeah. Right. Ace of Wands. What's that been for? Queen of Cups. Well, you're in love. You're in love with a beautiful Harry Potter wand. I love your... Well, I ain't going to say that one. But, yeah. I love you, Jono. Yeah, but... Well, someone loves stroking it, whatever way it is. They love stroking it. Somebody had a stroke. There you go. This person, I'm telling you, honestly, they had a stroke. They had a stroke. They had a clot, a blood clot, and they had a stroke. This isn't going to relate to all of you, unless it's someone that you know of. Somebody had a stroke here. Had a stroke, is what I'm hearing, because I heard stroke my ego, but then obviously stroke was where somebody that you may have known in your life had a stroke. Generally, as a reading of looking at the cards, you're in love with your partner, you've just kind of been taking a break. You might have external energies of a problem of either one, your problem. What's your problem is hearing? What is your problem? What's your problem anyway? What is your problem with me? Why don't you get on with me? You don't like me, do you? Like, no, not really. So you're like, what is your problem? What's your problem? What's your problem? What's your fucking problem? Someone's really like problem child or having a problem with their mother. But like, what's your problem with me? What's your beef? Nothing, bruv. Just get away. I just got to get away. I got to get out. Four of Swords, Scorpio. Why has that been here? Two of Cups. You've been triggered and mirrored by someone here. A broken down connection from your past. So if any of you are divorced or been going through divorce, because 4 can also mean a break, and we took a break because my matrix glitched out, and I'm now divorced from what was once a 6 of Cups. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6 of Cups. Family, kids, children, marriage. 4 of Cups, 2 of Cups, divorced. My ex-partner, okay? The person that always keeps contacting me that I have to because I have kids and children with them, right? If it isn't you and your partner does, it's them, okay? But I'm picking up that this is a failed attempt at, oh, okay, I heard failed attempt of suicide. Or a suicide. Suicide. Oh dear, don't go do that. I picked that up through Libra. And also another one. Yeah, the 4 and the 2 to me is a broken connection and a breakup and a split up, right? It can just be a minor blip for a lot of you that are really not arguing with your person. You just had a little bit of a tiffy fit, or the name Tiffany or Tiff or Steph. But like for a lot of you here, this is where you had a child with a person, or you had kids and children, and you split up. You broke up. 4 of Cups, 2 of Cups. 4 of Cups here. Why is the 4 of Cups? Why is the 4 of Cups been here? The Scorpio, why is the 4 of Cups been here? So 2, yeah. They came back into your life. Libra, big time Libra is here. Don't know what to do. What path do I choose? Well, you're always on the right one. You're always on the right one. It's kind of somebody that makes you think, that makes you contemplate on your next move. What's your next move? Well, what's your next move? Well, what are you going to do? I don't know. What do you want? What do you want? I don't know. You tell me. Oh, I know. I'm not making up my mind. Well, okay. Well, I ain't going to make up my mind either. Okay. Well, then if you're not going to speak, I'm not going to speak. Okay. Well, you can't never make up your mind. Well, I told you already. Yeah. So what's your problem? Nothing. It's you. No, it isn't. It's you. Really? That. 2. What do you do with the number 2? Flush it. Right. So like, well, what do I do with this number 2 then? I've got no idea what to do with Libra. I don't know. They can't ever make up their mind, or I'm always changing my mind here. It's kind of like a broken down record, if I'm honest. Like a broke record or a one-hit wonder or something, or just like the connection of whatever it is that's been between a family member or love interest just seems to have been like trying to make a lot of decisions over things, but quite bored here. Bored, frustrated. It might be, like I said, this message really is kind of ramming home here to somebody that had an ex-wife or husband here. Because this person, like I said, if the channel messages are right, and it's about someone trying to find somebody, these are the decisions and things that they're asking of trying to find out what's been going on in a person's life. They're coming up of a path to choose. Where do I go, left or right? And a lot of you are going to say, yeah, nobody can come back to me. With your towel between your legs. Let's see. Scorpio, what's going on with Scorpio? Oh, sorry, man, I've got the wrong deck. Got the wrong dick in my hands. But let's see. So you can be dealing with someone called Dick or Richard. Okay, Richard. Let's see. Scorpio, Sun, Rising, Venus and Jupiter for May 2021. Scorpio, what's coming up for Scorpio? Sun, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. And North Node for May. I'm getting the hell out of here. Smoke me a kipper, I'll be back for breakfast, or let's make like a tree and get out of here. And leave. Go on, just leave. Leave. Lee, the name Lee. Why don't you just leave? No. Alright, then I will. Well, if you're not going to go, I am. Well, one of us has got to go because we can't both fit our ego in here. Right? So one of us has either one, got to drop our ego, or two, I'm leaving. Now that doesn't have to mean permanently, it just means I'm just going to stand out your way. You're obviously going through something. I would rather stay out of your way while you're doing that. There is something also here around drugs and alcohol, and I would rather not be a part of it, and I would rather not be a part of that, and I don't want to be around it, is what I'm hearing. I don't want to be around all of that. That was probably me saying it last month. I don't want to be around people that smoke weed and drink alcohol. It's very addictive. I don't smoke weed, I don't drink alcohol, I don't do drugs. I give it up. My drug career as a child was huge. You'll not believe how big it was. I gave it up for Lent 12 or 13, maybe 14 years ago. About 12, 13, 14 years completely sober. Yep. Right, so I don't like watching people that are like completely like blottoed and nutted. No. Or people that drink and stuff. It's people do tarot with all that around. What on earth? Really? Let's do tarot readings pissed and stoned and like showing people how to do shots in our eye. God no, that's not responsible. These are people's lives. It's not a game, for God's sake. Right? But you know, I said it in another reading. Somebody ended up extremely paranoid. And I said, yeah, stop fucking smoking weed. You know, if you're really paranoid, don't watch tarot readings and get paranoid and God knows what else. And, oh my God, I'm paranoid. Stop smoking weed. You know, but weed is a huge paranoia, you know. Fuck, I don't know. Is it here? Are y'all smoking weed? It's up to you whether you do or not. I don't. You know, I've had my drug career. That led me down to many, many years of me destroying my life and my family's life. Did I have to make up for that karmically? Hell yes, I had to pay all that back. Oh, not money. Never stole money. I always work. I had my own business. I was a bricklayer. Right, but I never went down the crime route. I always worked for my money. But did I have to pay that back karmically? Sure, of course I did. Right? It took many years in order to fucking snap myself back around in order to realise who the fuck I really was in life and where I belonged. And what it was is not around people that do it. Right? Is that I have to avoid people like that, like the plague. They are not good for my life. Right? A circle and a group of where you belong, if you feel like you don't fit in, it's because you don't. It's because you haven't left. That's why. Right? You don't have to fit in with anybody. You just have yourself, right, to rely on. When you can rely on yourself 100%, you don't need to fit in with anybody, right? You don't. Yeah. This is being pushed into the corner, right? Feeling like I have to prove myself constantly all the time. Fuck that. Nah. Let's see. The Mistress, Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan, the bit on the side. If not, you are with a Pisces more than likely here, or you're going to see one. But you could have a big beef with around your mum, your mother. You might be going to see your mother if you haven't seen them for a while. You might be going to visit them. If you've got a big beef with your mother, then you're going to have to wait until more cards and it's clarified here. But for a lot of you, smoke me a kipper, I'll be back for breakfast, sweetheart. Right, Red Dwarf, something to do with around a Virgo. Red rum. Yeah, some of you are dating a Pisces, or you're going to see a Pisces, or that is your mother or grandmother here, or your sibling. Bumping into them. Oh my God! Hello. How are you getting on, High Priestess? Someone is a priest. You might be a clergyman. Somebody could be getting married here, because I did hear this energy of the beginning of like proposal. This is like Rapunzel. Yeah. Proposal. That's Butchie. There you go, Butchie from Australia. Kathy Bates, right? Misery. Misery loves company. Let's see. Oh, so you want to leave, do you? Yeah. Let's see. Scorpio. Scorpio. Two of Wands. What do I do with the two? Again, you've got 2, 2, 2. You've got Libra. This is not goddamn Noah's Ark. They come in 2 by 2. I'm just waiting for you. I'll give up my whole day and anything just to be with you, and I just wait to hear from you. You are my everything. I don't do much until it is when you get here. Right? I'm waiting for my kids to get here, or my grandkids to get here, or I'm waiting for my partner to get here, or I'm just waiting for my partner to get back home. This could also be, doesn't matter of the star sign, but it could be your woman, right? So I'm just waiting for you to come home, or the male energy is I just wait for you to get back from work. Here. Two of Wands. But you've got so many complicated energies here of where this is involving your mother or the mother of your children. Say if you've had kids and children from the past relationship, that's where this is coming from. This trigger and mirror. Someone finding it difficult to not really want to bump into their ex, or they have to all the time because they have kids and children. And it's kind of, that's the plaguing energy of having an ex that you split up with, that you have kids with. It's that energy, even if you're involved with a partner that had kids, right, and being the male or female energy of that person, it's just that every time you try to get over that person, right, at the beginning, that can be a very big, fresh wound, because you have to visit in order to see the kids and children. So you have to like, bing bong, yeah, you're right, oh, you're here to get the kids, yeah, okay. Yeah, your dad's at the front, your mum's at, yeah, right. You know, oh man, it just opened up that wound. It just brought back so many memories again of me having to do that same thing, because I have to see my kids and children, and then they talk about their mum, or I have to go and pick them up from their mum, and then I have to concentrate on like opening up this fresh wound again that I keep trying to move on from. Here, right. It's the energy of what your reading seems to be coming through as at the moment, Scorpio. So if you want any more reading, you'll have to go over to either tier 1, or the full access bundle on Patreon. The full access bundle does exactly what it says on the tin. There is also a video that does explain everything about what I offer and the prices and everything that is involved in that. There is a video specially made in case you don't know and you haven't joined. It explains it in the video provided below, just before the link that is provided for Patreon. If you are part of the full access bundle, they charge you on the 1st of each month, as well as they do the other one. But on the 1st is where you will also get 4 to 5 other readings that come out this month that will be weekly energies. Draw the energy down and see what you've got coming up. Okay, they will also be done and drawn over on YouTube for a start, but they will then go over to Patreon. That will be the access. That was where I'll probably do like thoughts, feelings, emotions, and then also what you've got coming up that week also. They can extend time. I can't really predict it because of metaphysics. But those kind of things. So if you want the full access bundle, obviously if you're a part of that and an ongoing one, you get all of those readings that are all shoved in there like a bunch of birds all shoved up inside one another, and it's like eating a burger from McDonald's. You just get everything all crammed in, and there you go. It's all involved in what says it on the tin. But if you would like to join, it does tell you about all of that provided below. Thanks very much, Scorpio. Let's do your full spread, clarify them, and see what you got coming up for your month. Alright, cheers guys, see you soon.